Eklavya was a young tribal boy, and this story is an important chapter of the Mahabharata. It depicts the eagerness of a student to learn from his chosen guru without caring what the consequences may be, and also shows the student's loyalty to his guru who had refused to accept him. Eklavya was the brave son of a tribal chief in the forest of the kingdom Hastinapur. He was loved by all, but he was not happy.
Why are you so unhappy, Ekalavya? Why don't you join your friends? Are you not interested in hunting?
Father, I want to be an archer and want to become a disciple of the great sage Dronacharya.
Son, you're already a very good archer. Come along, let us go hunting in the forest. Ekalavya, we're not in the deep forest anymore. In fact, we're very close to the royal territory. Take care and do not wander.
Where are we, Father?
We are near the kingdom of Hastinapur. Do not stray too far away from me. The Kuru clan is somewhere close by. We do not want to run into them.
Eklavya was bored as he walked around. Finally, he reached the outskirts of the forest. In the clearing before him, he saw many boys. Eklavya hid himself behind a tree and watched them carefully.
प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो आरंभ है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो आन भान शान या की जान का हो दान आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार दो आरंभ है प्रचंड बोल मस्तकों के झुंड आज जंग की घड़ी की तुम गुहार दो शान या कि जान का हो दान, आज एक धनुष के बाण पे उतार लो, आरंभ है प्रचंड।
Eklavya was immediately drawn towards a lone, handsome boy with a bow in his hands and an older man beside him who was keeping an eye on all the boys there.
Who is that boy? He's so good at archery. I wonder who is teaching him.
Eklavya, I told you not to wander. Why are you here?
Who are they, father?
They are the Kuru princes, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. The sage who's teaching them warfare is the great Guru Dronacharya.
Eklavya gazed at Dronacharya with reverence. Dronacharya's name had already spread all over the country. The great sage was well versed in weaponry and was a brilliant teacher. Kings and princes flocked to learn the art of warfare from Dronacharya.
Don't ever come here again. Come, let us go back.
Father, will the great sage teach me warfare?
My dear son, please do not think all these things. Guru Dronacharya will never teach a skill to a Nishada.
But Eklavya made up his mind that Guru Dronacharya would be his Guruji. One day, the Pandavas and the Kauravas found themselves rudely awakened by a dog barking continuously. They came out and found the dog was unharmed, but it had its mouth wide open with 7 arrows, which were preventing it from closing its mouth. All the princes looked at each other stunned and then looked at Arjun.
Did you do this, Arjun?
I did not do that. I don't have my bow and arrows.
The Shishyas looked around and finally found a boy with a bow and arrow.
Who are you?
I am Eklavya. I am the prince of the Nishadas.
Who taught you archery? Who is your teacher?
My teacher is Dronacharya. He taught me all that I know about archery.
For the first time in his life, Arjun was disturbed and looked upset. The next morning,
What is wrong, my dear Arjun? You look upset.
You told me that you would teach me everything about archery if I concentrated well on it. I thought I was very good, and yet you have been teaching Ekalavya?
I have been teaching you everything I know, and I do not know any Ekalavya.
Dronacharya decided to find Eklavya. He found the disheveled Nishada prince before him and was shocked. What really surprised Drona was the mud statue near the boy, which had been made by hand and had an uncanny resemblance to himself.
Guru, at last you have come. I knew you would come.
Dronacharya asked Eklavya as to why he addressed him as Guru, to which Eklavya replied that Dronacharya was the one who taught him everything about archery. Meaning to test Eklavya, Dronacharya asked him for a Guru Dakshana.
I want the thumb of your right hand.
Drona looked at Eklavya, fully expecting him to refuse. But Eklavya pulled out a knife from his belt. Before Drona could prevent him, he had cut off his right thumb, knowing fully well that for an archer, the thumb is the most important finger. Dronacharya was speechless when Eklavya handed him the thumb reverently.
My Guru Dakshina for you, Guruji.